First, write the equation in terms of y. Then flip the x and y variables. Now subtract 7 from both sides of the equal sign. Next, divide by 3. Now the 3's cancel out on the right side, and your answer is x minus 7 over 3 equals y. Now on the next equation, it is to the 4th power. You'll start the same way by putting it in terms of y, and then flipping the x and y variables. And now subtract the 5 from each side of the equal sign. So you get x minus 5 equals y to the 4th. And now take the 4th root of each side to get y by itself. And you get the 4th root of x minus 5 equals y. And now the next equation, a quadratic. Start the same way as the first two, changing, flipping the x and y variables, and subtracting 9 from each side, and then taking the square root. So you get the square root of x minus 9 equals y for your inverse. And now to Austin.
The first type of equation we're going to do is going to be a square root function. First, you're going to want to flip the x and y variables. Then you're going to want to cube each side of the equation. Then you want to subtract 5 from both sides of the equation so that you get y by itself. Then put -1 next to y to indicate that it is an inverse. Hang on. The next equation we're going to do is going to be a square root function. First, you want to flip your x and y values. Then you want to square both sides of the equation. Then add 6 to both sides. Now subtract by 2 to get y by itself. And then put a -1 next to y to indicate that it is inverse. The third and final equation that I will be showing you how to do is an exponential equation. First, you're going to want to switch the x and y values just like we did on the first two. Now you're going to want to subtract by 8, or not subtract, add by 8. Then you're going to want to divide by 2 on both sides of the equation. And now take the cubed root of both sides of the equation to get y by itself, and put a -1 to indicate that it is inverse.